We are Cactus Wrestling. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.
Cactus Wrestling is now available on Spotify and Amazon. And don't forget to check us out on Etsy for all of your Cactus Wrestling apparel needs. Welcome back to Cactus Wrestling, 197 pounds bracket breakdown. This is the weight class. By the way, shout out to Citadel. 4 NCAA qualifiers, the Citadel. When was the last time they had that many?
Um,
I don't really track how many the Citadel has year to year.
The Citadel is an all-male um,
Military
military
school.
school in South Carolina or something, maybe North Carolina, somewhere down there. But yeah, kudos to them. I mean, that's a great showing for a small program. Okay, let's get into match by match here. Carson Floyd, App State versus Wolfgang Frabel of Army.
I'm going Wolfgang Frabel. I followed his career in high school. Um, Pretty solid at preps. Wrestled for I can't remember if it was Wyoming Seminary or Blair, but big fan of his in that sense. Love our Army guys that wrestle. You know, go West Point.
So I went a different way. I went with Carson Floyd, App State.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Carson Floyd too.
Nearly 30 wins.
Well, we'll see
Oh,
what
we
happens.
we are so back, y'all, with the 2 out of 3. The
We
past
are
four
back.
weight classes, whatever. It's been pandemonium here on Cactus Wrestling.
Well, I saw what you guys did at 174.
The coin flip.
Coin flip?
Hey, that was good. That was good.
No.
So you're just saying that because I won.
No,
Well,
I'm
I
not
thought
saying
about
because
it.
you won. I'm just saying the fact that it was a coin flip. When you clear Jack had it right. I had not even chosen Haynes to make the finals. I
Some
wouldn't have picked him to
Well,
win it.
yeah, but I did say, Mike, if you weren't playing volleyball, you could have been there. So
yeah,
you
to
you
defend
really did it
it.
to yourself
I did it to myself. I see. Yeah.
because you're willing to pick Ja'Cory Teemer over Meyer Shapiro, but not Tyler
The
Kasak
maniac.
over Meyer Shapiro. So I didn't know for sure. I didn't know. Anyway, how about, and by the way, you never actually showed the results of the coin flip. So there could have been some
I held like that. It didn't focus.
rewatch it.
Yeah.
You can't
Real
tell.
quick, you see that? That was something else.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to find
Tomfoolery.
You
out and
miss
see.
it.
Tomfoolery here.
Some
Okay.
shenanigans.
Jacob Cardenas over Carson Floyd. Yeah.
Cardenas, yeah.
I don't like this editor as much. I had to close out all my tabs. So this is
Mm.
a different one. Now look at the text box. It's way too big.
Huge, enormous. The AJ Ferrari of text boxes.
You can't
The
work under these
biggest,
conditions.
Yeah.
strongest text box.
Slickest, quickest text box.
Nick Stimet or Evan Bates.
I'm going Stemmet, despite him not having that great of a year.
What are you talking about? He had 21 wins. This is a solid year. He also gave AJ Ferrari a much closer match.
And
5-0.
yeah, than anyone probably expected.
So obviously stem it.
So you guys are going Summit?
Yeah, he's still ranked like 23rd or something. Like he was not ranked very high this year.
Yeah, the text box. It's just way too big. And now I can't even edit it. Like once it's in,
It's
that's it.
in.
Oh boy. Okay,
Oh
Zach
boy.
Bronigal versus Gabe Solers.
Bronigal.
Definitely Brownigal.
Mm.
Illinois had a phenomenal Big Ten.
Yeah.
Patrick Brophy of Citadel versus Luke Serber.
Give me Luke, baby. Oklahoma State coming in strong.
And Serber's been having a great season.
I think Okie State, top three finish. I think they're going to really fight Iowa for the number 2 spot.
And yet we are always choosing against Oklahoma State.
Bunch of haters. No pistols firing.
Okay, Michael Beard, 20-1. Eamon's personal favorite to win nationals.
Who is that
Only
one lost
lost
to?
to Josh Barr.
Oh, that's right. When he got majored. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you genuine with that, or was that
No,
just to
I
make a
knew
point?
immediately.
Michael Beard versus Peyton Thomas.
I mean,
Michael
Peyton
Beard.
Thomas, with a record like that, you have to consider that
Hey, that's
he's
a
not,
better record. That's a worse record than Frable. And Frable, Army, West Point, let's go.
no, yeah. You got to consider that he's not going to win that match. So,
Levi Hopkins Campbell's last year versus Stephen Little.
I picked Levi. I picked Steven for my fantasy bracket. I think he's a very good value 12 pick.
I also picked him for
Yeah,
fantasy. Hopefully he's not concussed.
that's a good point.
I think he would have backed out by now if he was concussed.
You never really know though.
A lot of these guys are like, F it. I'm going to let it fly. This is nationals for me. This is my dream. I'm going to give my best effort to chase it.
Trey Munoz, 9-3. Camden McDaniel.
Munoz.
Munoz, I wish Munoz wrestled more matches this year.
Yeah. Hey, he was top three in his conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Out of 4.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. The details.
Well, if you say it like that, it doesn't sound as impressive.
It's like the Pope of Greenwich Village. Hey, at least we finished in second. There's only two of us.
Oh my God, this is
You
a
can't scroll with this
disaster.
one? Oh
Look,
no.
look at this. It doesn't scroll down.
What'd you do?
I'm gonna have to minimize it, I think. We're gonna have to go minimize. Is that good at all?
No.
No. Oh,
Oh no. Technical
this is what
difficulties.
happens. This is what happens. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, that's close enough. Right there. I gotta go back to the other
Yeah. Next for 285 we'll mix it up.
okay. AJ Ferrari versus Ian Bush.
Wait. Josh Barr first versus Tucker Hogan.
Oh, see, this is what happens. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. I can move
Oh,
the
you can
text
move them. Okay, there
brackets.
we go.
Okay. Let's make some commentary while we do these quick adjustments here.
Okay. I'm super thrilled for NCAAs. I am very excited for the set. For
I'm
years we did the youth team and the high school team too. We did King of the Mat, which is an awesome time in New Hampshire, and they do the tournament in the sense where they're running it at the same time, and they have like a jumbotron in there, so you're watching it live. You're watching NCAA's live. It's so cool for some of these young guys that are like, I got into wrestling because of Jordan Burroughs, and then they got to you know, watch Jordan Burroughs wrestle. Not obviously that
Why are
specific
these on
example.
the screen right here?
Oh my gosh, it's taken over.
Why are they on a new tab?
It's just taking over. So
what I'm
I'm
looking
super
forward
excited for
to.
that.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I'm just excited. It's a great tournament. It's a fun time,
There we go.
and it really helps like these guys reinforce like, hey, like, I'm working towards something bigger.
Yeah. The two things that I'm most excited for are the upsets, to see what big names that are expected to do really well get knocked off.
We
And
all know Mike loves
secondly,
a good upset.
Saturday is the biggest day ever. You got the Mawa district tournament in East
Oh my
Hartford,
gosh, Eamon coming out of retirement.
and Eamon's coming out of retirement.
He is ready to rumble. I would not want to be standing across from him on the mat. Um,
He's beating he's really putting the screws to some high school kids. So
he's beating the New York State champ. Put some
yeah,
respect in the name, dude. Like, that's tough. I know that like a lot of my kids cross train at GPS. Um, Grant, super awesome guy. If you are someone that's in the area, I think he's the only club that I know of that's local. I believe Iron Faith in Rhode Island also has this, but they have like an adult class. So, for guys that graduate college and like, I'm still looking to roll, where can I go? So many clubs don't have that opportunity. And GPS has it where they have like a men's night. Mike, you know the Carosa family.
I do.
There's like six brothers, as you might know as well.
Yep.
They at one point they were all going to that class and wrestling each other.
That's great.
It was awesome. And I was like, dude, like, you know, your nephews and your sons are wrestling in college. You got your young guys wrestling on high school and youth. And now the dads are getting, matches in against each other at club practices.
That's what
And I
you
was like,
want to
it's,
see.
it's awesome. I was like, love to see that. It's a full circle moment. Um, I'm pumped for Eamon. We have a few high school guys going to Mawas. I think we have a few youth guys. We're going to use it as a warm up for NHSCA. Um, so looking forward to that. And
I know that's why everybody came here was to hear about Eamon and the Mawas. So
yeah,
that's why we brought it
that's
up.
you come come for the brackets, stay for the Mawa and Eamon talk.
Yeah, the Mawa and Eamon.
I know that guys that like listen to this just as a podcast when they drive or something are gonna be like, "What the hell are these guys talking about right now?" Like, Ma, like, what's going on? I live not
Come on,
in.
you don't know the Middle Atlantic Wrestling Association tournament series?
Uh, it's a big. It used to be a much bigger deal. I feel like though.
It was funny when I was in college. I told, I think my after the freshman season ended, I told my teammates I was wrestling in it, and they're like, "Mawas? That I haven't wrestled Mawas since Pee Wee's." And I was like, "Okay,
I remember the
they have an
last.
open division. I'm getting more matches in. Whatever."
Yeah, the last time I wrestled Mawas was like a few years ago, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a huge cut for the hell of it," and then I forgot I was doing it, and then like 5 days out, I got the reminder email, and I was like, "I have to lose 19 pounds."
Smooth.
And then my whole family was like, "Well, just change the weight." And I was like, "I'm not doing that. I'm making the weight." And then I made the weight, wrestled like crap, took third. Tons of fun, good times. But
So, update here. I couldn't figure it out, so we're back to where we started, but it's now sized, so now we're good. We're good.
hooray!
Should we keep this in or not?
Yeah, keep it all in. The fans love to know what goes on outside. I mean, this
This
is
is
No,
like, do
they
you
like
leave
hearing the picks,
dryer
but
running?
they like being part of the conversation. Really,
yeah.
that's what it is.
They want to
Yeah,
know what goes on in the
It's the
lives of their.
banter. No wrestling channel has the banter Cactus Wrestling has.
That's it.
that's true.
Okay, where do we leave off? Josh Barr,
Josh
Tucker
Barr
Hogan.
wins.
You think so?
Yeah.
He could be banged up.
He could be.
I can't wait for our commenters to be like, "Can you believe Mike M picking again against Penn State?"
But it's like most of the times when I've picked against Penn State, it's been like in the semifinals.
Now you're picking it in the round one.
I didn't pick Tucker Hogan.
Uh,
I'll show you the bracket.
So
Age
here, Josh Barr was told. Kale said he's good to go. Kale can't lie. It's literally his contract. Not allowed to do it.
Oh, is that right?
Um,
AJ Ferrari versus Ian Bush, West Virginia.
undefeated AJ Ferrari. He might even get some reps in on deadlift in between.
I hope
Really? You
so.
didn't pick Ian Bush?
Andy
I would have
Smith,
thought you would have.
Zach Glazier.
I would like to see Zach Glazier just because I want to see him. I want to see the Soldier Salute rematch where Ferrari.
I don't care for that. I don't.
I want to see Ferrari lose his mind again. I think that'd be hilarious.
Mm, I just don't think he will. He's matured.
You think so?
Mm.
Maybe. I
I'm gonna
picked
go
Gla-
Andy Smith here.
I picked Glazier.
Yeah. You got to do it for the lore.
How about the Stout brothers? I read an article on them that they were just like they're like best friends and they text every day and they were like, well, I feel bad for your the one kid was talking to his dad and he was like, I feel bad for you and mom more
Yeah.
than we feel.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's assuming that they win, but
I
I'm gonna
mean,
pick
they got a
Luke
good
Stout.
chance. I'm going to pick them.
I'm gonna pick
I
Stout,
picked Luke Stout.
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna pick Max Stout.
I also picked Max Stout.
But they also talked about like there could have been some human, interaction here, not to put them as 6'11". There's a lot of great
100%.
wrestlers. Like you didn't have to do that.
100%.
Yeah, he could have put Stephen Little as the
I was just
11.
about to say, so you could have switched one of them with Stephen Little.
Wyatt Volker, you and I Brock Zarowski.
Volker all the
Walker,
way.
Volker beats Serber at the Big 12s.
Serbinator,
I picked that.
Seth Shumate or Isaiah Salazar.
Salazar.
Yeah, I got Salazar.
I think I'm actually going to go Shumate with the upset here.
I would not. I've seen him wrestle.
That's great.
Oh, wow.
Again, a guy that like I hit on this in another video. Like I thought Seth Shoemate, bless you. I
Thank
thought
you.
Seth Shoemate would be the man. After watching his freshman season, I was like, man, he's gonna be so good. And
He's only in there because Luke Giag got hurt.
yeah,
Or he's redshirting, one or the other. I forgot. Joey
that's
Novak of Wyoming or Dylan Bechtold? Bucknell.
I got Joey Novak.
Novak.
Remy Cotton of Michigan State? Wow. Or Stephen Buchanan.
You can't. Are you kidding me?
Buchanan doesn't go down in the first round.
Okay. Cardenas versus Stemet.
This is a battle of the ages.
Wait, am I just holding down the fort? Like, what is going on? You just two leave the camera? This is a show. This is a live show going on right now.
I'm
You just
back.
walk away?
I know, I know. We
We have
my
to
wife's in bed
entertain
sick. I'm
these
trying to
people.
do
My
two things.
goodness.
All right, okay. We're here back to entertain.
We spend five
I'm gonna
minutes talking
go.
about Eamon while I can't even figure out the software for here.
It's an
First time
exciting
viewers
day.
going to
What
think
can
we're
I
a bunch
say?
of amateurs. That you expect us, someone brand new, to hit that like and subscribe button after
Well,
watching what they're seeing
yeah,
here
because
today?
I didn't want them to watch me blow my nose.
You mean play volleyball?
The team is undefeated, okay?
Pumping a lot of
Uh,
heat into the kitchen.
So,
we have fun here. Zach Bronigal versus Luke Serber.
Serber.
Ronigal all
This is a good
day.
matchup. Ooh,
Illinois
Mike
is on fire.
loves
The
the
Bronicles are
Bronicles.
ready for their final round.
Bronigal, Mike's
Oklahoma
gonna have
State is
Bronigal
peaking at the right
pick.
time.
I kind of want to pick Bronigal because I have a feeling Mike's gonna have Bronigal over Cardenas, so I'm gonna go a Bronigal here just to see what happens.
Just to see what
I also
happens.
think
Just to
Cerberus
see what happens.
a little overrated.
This is
Rivers
another
had a
big
great season.
quarters. Yeah.
Yeah, this is also another crazy match. I think I'm gonna go Stephen Little here.
I was gonna go Stephen Little.
I did go Stephen Little.
Bam, bam,
Wow.
bam. Let's go. Fantasy team.
Bar.
Munoz versus Barr.
This one I thought about for quite a while.
Of course.
Shout out to PJP. Let him have it. Here it is. Here's your moment.
See, because Trey Munoz at Nationals is usually pretty deadly. And he's made the semis the past 2 years, but that was before moving up a weight class. That being said, Josh Barr's 3 losses. I mean, he hasn't lost to anybody he shouldn't have.
And he's
Munoz,
beaten Cardenas.
and he's traded matches with Cardenas. Munoz lost a little. Like, ultimately, I went with Josh Barr.
Yeah. Hooray.
Muniz's only losses are to Little, Buchanan, and Serber.
Yep.
His loss to Buchanan, wasn't it pretty intense?
9-5.
Yeah. That's not as close. Yeah, it's closer than I thought.
7-4 to Little.
Yeah. I mean, Josh Barr beat Little.
In overtime. Don't
Whoa.
make it sound like it was like this decided.
I'm not saying it. Yeah, I mean, he beat Cardenas in overtime too. I mean, that's what he does.
I am going to actually pick Trey Munoz with the upset here because I feel like Barr is going to be
Hurt.
he's a freshman, it's a lot of weight on a freshman.
You're
And I don't
telling
know
me,
how
had I gone
serious.
with Munoz, that Munoz would be sitting in
Well,
the.
no, I mean there's a lot less pressure because I can say whatever I want and it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
It's a good thing we filled out these brackets beforehand.
Right.
I got
Okay.
him right here.
I know,
AJ
I know you do.
AJ Ferrari versus Zach Glazier.
Um, Glazier by disqualification.
Ferrari.
Ferrari wins the
regulation.
match, but loses by disqualification.
No.
Okay, which stout brother? I mean, I
I,
think it's got to be Mac.
I would
Mac's
say
the
it's probably gonna be Mac.
I picked Luke.
No.
Did you?
I did.
He is the older brother. It's his senior year. But I think Mac's the better wrestler. Wyatt Volker, Isaiah Salazar.
I liked Salazar for this.
I like
I am
Volker for
I
this.
like Volker. Yeah,
All right,
let's
that's fine.
go. Let's go Panthers.
You and I.
Another good team that's been putting together a great season.
Novak Buchanan
Buchanan.
Buchanan.
against his former team.
Hate when that happens.
Okay. Cardenas Bronigal. All right, Mike.
Oh, I
What you
picked her.
go? Oh,
Cardenas has been lights out.
Gotta explain it.
Even when, yeah, I gotta explain that I chose the favorite, not some craziness.
so this would be a cool matchup, a rematch. Stephen Little versus Josh Barr 2.0.
I
I
feel like Josh
really
Barr
do
wins a
think
lot.
I do think Little wins this one though.
I guess it depends. Like the biggest thing for me is that is
He was
Josh Barr
so
healthy?
close so many times
Yeah,
in
but
overtime.
I feel like Josh Barr has improved throughout the season. That being said, I am worried about his health. I mean, obviously Kale's not gonna be like, oh yeah, he's pretty messed up. We're gonna see what happens. Um, and then people said the same thing. Well, if he's wrestling, he's got to be fine. I'm like, guys, like people that watch the channel, people that have wrestled, have been around wrestling enough to know that like 90% of the time you're just gonna try to gut through it. Like I'm betting Josh Barr is not 100%. I don't know how, the
And
fact he had,
neither Stephen Little.
yeah, but I think a
Well,
concussion is
no
a little,
one is. Everyone's banged up. It's March.
but I think a concussion is a little different. Um, Josh Barr had to default out of the match. Stephen Little at least finished his match.
That's true.
Um, so if he's healthy, I would go with Josh Barr. If he's not, I can see Little getting it done this time. So I am going to go with Barr, give him the benefit of the doubt. I know that no one else is going to do that because chances are he's not 100%. So I think Little's the smart pick here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, now we're going with the smart picks.
Yeah.
Like with the smart picks, that just happens to still be the favorite PSU guy.
Well, I
Interesting.
picked Barr, but with my heart. But in my head, if he's hurt, I don't think he can win it.
Well, this is a win-win for Mike because fantasy team
Yeah.
or Penn State.
That's just, I'm like DJ Khaled. I'm just suffering from success.
Yeah.
Mike,
Well,
who'd you pick?
that being who you wait, is it split? Is it up to me?
Yeah, I picked Little.
Wow, you guys put me in this position. That's great. Uh,
Where he wants to be.
right where I want to be, and right where all the PSU fans want me to be too, right? This is
Hey,
the
John
position that,
McCain's tuning in just for you. So
yeah, I know. And he seems to really love my crazy picks, which uh I do recognize some of them are crazy, but when I'm filling out the bracket, I just get a gut feeling. Every year, there are crazy upsets. It's hard to predict them. So, yeah, I may sound crazy when it happens, but I do get them right sometimes. Anyhow, uh, I went with Josh Barr.
the hell?
I He has not lost to anybody that he shouldn't have. Like Cardenas, Buchanan, injury, like
He's
I,
got a tough path.
yes.
He does.
He's got a
Munoz
tough path.
Little, or I mean Beard wouldn't really be. But
Okay, Ferrari versus Maxed Out.
Ferrari.
yeah, I got Ferrari.
Vroom.
Yeah, that's good.
And Volker Buchanan.
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 You don't think there could be an upset here?
No.
Wow. Okay then. Cardenas Bar.
Cardenas.
Whoa, say it a little bit louder.
I think he should have won the first time, honestly. Like
He
we
really should have, yeah.
we watched the match and we're like, hey, like you just had to you can give up the escape, just not the reversal. Just cut him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And he decided not to, and Josh Barr made him pay. I think that Cardenas learned from that in the second match. Additionally, I am not sure, like I previously said, about Josh Barr's health. Um, if he's not 100%, it's going to be tough. If he's not 100%, he has to go through this, the gauntlet of guys that he's going through at 197. It's going to be extra tough. Um, I'm going to go with Cardenas for that reason. But I would like to see Josh Barr in the finals, and I still think he could be a national champ this season.
Okay, Mike.
Oh, I had Cardenas.
Yeah, I'm going Cardenas as well. I think for I think Barr's going to be a disappointment at this national tournament. That's my gut pick.
Disappointment, and in what sense? Like you think he's
Like
not?
he's not going to wrestle to a seed.
He's the four. I mean, that's possible.
Okay, AJ Ferrari, Stephen Buchanan. Ferrari's never lost to him.
Um,
I'm picking AJ. No one can score on the dude.
except guys that have done it this season.
Here we are
They
on
beat him?
this.
I believe Mickey
Arguing with facts and all.
yeah, using the numbers and the data. This guy.
Then why haven't any quality wrestlers been
Have
able
you
to score on
seen
him?
have you seen the zero in his loss column?
I didn't say he hasn't lost. I just said he's been taken down this year. He's given up
I forget
escapes.
you have a cat. I always
What?
forget that.
I have two.
They're always over here knocking me in because of my cat,
Dude,
and then
I
saying
fostered.
that you have like dire wolves as pets,
Well, that's because
and and
I
and there you
Oh,
fostered
that's right. They go. Mike's got dire wolves. I have mad respect for Mike.
I fostered pit bull puppies, and everyone always like we always have so many dogs. So like we always have pits that are like babies, and then like my older pits go bananas because they love puppies. The cats don't like the dogs, but yeah, I have lots of animals.
okay, Ferrari Buchanan. Sorry,
Vroom,
I'm going
vroom.
AJ.
The question is Buchanan better now for transferring to Iowa?
No.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
think that has anything to do with it.
I do. I think that if has he gotten better since he's last wrestled AJ?
Eh. I think
And your
AJ.
thoughts is
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
I'm going with Buchanan. You guys are going with AJ. That's fine.
okay. Jacob Cardenas versus AJ Ferrari.
They're former teammates.
Um, yeah, they're buddies.
They are good friends, actually. Training partners, former teammates.
Vroom,
I'm
vroom,
I'm
vroom.
I'm picking Ferrari.
So is Christian Piles. I'm going with Cardenas. Like I said, I've been really impressed by Cardenas. He was my preseason pick. Um, I think he's looked great. I really appreciate that his freestyle prowess has helped. I think he's a very tough guy. I think he's a pretty rightful number one seed. Um, so I have Cardenas winning, but
He was in your way too early pick
he was,
for
yeah, he was my
winning.
preseason pick.
Yeah.
I based a lot of it on their freestyle success, and Cardenas had a good freestyle success.
So there you have it. That's 197 pounds bracket breakdown. Drop a comment down below. Who do you have winning? So these are our four All-Americans. Which other four? I think Little will All-American. I think Volker could. Maybe
You
Trey
disrespect Beard
Munoz.
for Eamon.
Maybe Serber. So let us know down below who you think is going to All-American, who's going to win it. And this is your last opportunity. Tonight is the last night you can sign up for the Fantasy Lineup Bracket Challenge. By the way, we have over 100 responses,
That's triple
more
digits,
than
baby.
double what we had last year.
That's
There is
great.
Cactus merchandise on the
People
line,
want it. People
folks.
want it.
106 responses. So check it out in the comments down below and stay tuned for our last and final bracket breakdown at 285 pounds.
Thanks for watching. We are Cactus Wrestling, and we'll see you next time on our next video.